You don't know the culture, dance, camp, culture, dance clash Berlin.
Yo, CDC Festival Berlin 2019.
CDC Festival.
Yeah,
CDC 2019, my name is Chiara, we are in Berlin, and this is the very last day of the first edition of the CDC family, the first collaboration, we have a history together, but the very first collaboration between TopUp Production and M.I.K family. So it's my pleasure to introduce to you some members of the M.I.K family, members of the production, and also teacher during this year's edition. Dennis, M.I.K, how are you doing?
I'm all right, actually. Quite tired. Just finished my workshop, but all good, all good. Happy to be here.
We're going to talk about it now. And Isaac, M.I.K.
Yeah, hello. I'm also a little bit, well, it were some intensive days, but we good.
Yeah, it was quite intense. We are all a bit tired, but very happy, I think, of the general result. It was a challenge. Getting together, keep it longer than we usually do, which was 3-4 days. This year we had 5 days. But I want to hear from your voice, which were your personal highlights this year?
Highlights. So, in itself, the festival is a highlight. First of all, that we got together, that's a highlight for me. 2 different cultures under one roof, you know. People really need to understand what that means, that we have dancehall, we have hip-hop, we have crumb, really under one roof, vibing together, eating together, dancing together. But like I could say, highlights were the different workshops. I took part in most of them, so that was, and even if I didn't take part, I watched them, or, you know.
So who did you like particularly the most, let's say?
Particularly, I really liked, what was it? I was in Nacchia's workshop. Nacchia was dope. Nacchia was real dope.
Yeah, she's dope. What about you, Isaac?
This year, unfortunately, I didn't get the chance to take so many classes, but my personal highlight was actually the battle yesterday. The Cypher final was crazy, like Candyman versus Mr. Chris. I was running around, screaming around. I was having goosebumps all over my body. I was like, wow. And of course, for us, it's very special that we could like provide such a platform where it's happening. Like, so this was my favorite moment.
As I mentioned, you are also teachers, and you have just teach your workshop, Light Feet. Can you tell us something about it? You presented, I think, at the TopUp Dancehall Camp. We invited you last year, a couple of years ago, and it was something very new for me. I never heard about it. Maggie at the time explained to me it was from a style from New York. Can you tell me something about it? Did you were in Loco? Did you go to the city to learn it?
Yeah, so Light Feet is a very new dance style that evolved in New York, early 2000s, so Harlem to be specific, and it's like, it's the next generation hip-hop, you know, what used to be hip-hop back then, or what started in New York, hip-hop, freestyle, now it's Light Feet. So it's just the new generation what hip-hop is officially. And yeah, I got to go over to New York twice to learn from some of the pioneers. Shout out Crybaby, Mr. YouTube. You know, they really took me on, and then first time I really heard about it was through Isaac, actually. He was showing me YouTube videos, and I was amazed by the energy, you know, and I just wanted to know more. But there was nothing in Germany at the time, and I was living in London as well. And in London, one of my favorite like dancers came out there, Jay Black, Kid Pat, so I had to message him, yo, let's train. Got to train with them, and since then I was gone, man. Light Feet
was love.
Yeah, man, that's it. Yeah.
You were talking about crumb, because M.I.K means monsters in crumb, but these guys are very talented, and they are able to master different styles. The Afro dances are one of them, and your classes normally at our events are focus on Afro style. So what did you actually teach during your class? Is a specific style, or you take from different Afro culture?
Yeah, so as you mentioned, because we have different backgrounds of styles, I call my class Afrofusion, a lot of people do it. Like this actually means you combine steps from different Afro styles. For example, Coupe de Calais, Ndombolo, Afro House. You know, you put them together, and all together it's like a little fusion. Sometimes I also put stuff from maybe crumping, like a little crump vibe, or you know, a little hip hop step. You know, so all together that's why. I call it Afrofusion, or most call it Afrofusion. But the most important for this, to be able to do it, I think, is you still have to know where the steps come from, you know. Like, if you do this, you know, okay, this is Coupe de Calais from Congo, this is Afro House from Angola. So otherwise it will get lost, you know. Yeah.
Definitely. And you master the Afro styles too, and I know that from your videos, guys, because you have kind of I call a side project together that is still part of your M.I.K, of the M.I.K family, but it's called more M.I.K twins, or at least we call you like that, I think everybody. So how did you start it, and what inspires you, and who choreographed it? Who is the choreographer of it?
So, to be honest, we're brothers. So we're brothers. We've been dancing together all our lives. So it's not something that was created. It was something that's already there, you know. So, and obviously as I got older, I started to look more like my older brother. And people just started calling us M.I.K twins. We've just been doing what we do anyway. And then people are like, oh, you seen these twins? You seen these twins? So it's like, we just ran with it, you know. Because he's older than me, clearing it up. We're not exact twins, but he's my older brother, you know? But we look very much alike. And then, yeah.
And it's very successful, actually, and people love it. I read in the comments, you are very inspirational towards people who want to experience and learn these styles. And how do you vibe on it and you freestyle on it, or you actually train for the choreo? Because there is also a story behind it. I remember the student story, very hilarious.
Yeah. So with this, because of course we are brothers, there's a special connection, you know. There's a special connection. It's like we understand each other without talking, you know. Sometimes, of course, as in a life as a dancer, there are also like spontaneous stuff, and then sometimes we have to freestyle, and then you just feel the connection. There's someone behind you, and we are just doing the same thing. So when we have a song or something we like, we just go into the room, and it goes automatically, you know. This could fit here, and yeah, it just happens, kind of. Yeah. So the main thing is really the connection. Yeah.
And yesterday you put on stage also one of your, I think it's a common project of yours, at the Culture Dance Clash. You showcase your work as teachers alongside your students. It's a common project, right? Your brother told me, or is your students doing it? Who were there?
All of our students. So I presented Light Feet, Isaac presented Afro.
Okay.
She presented hip-hop, freestyle, and Maggie presented dancer. So we have something that we started at the beginning of the year called M.I.K dance classes. And yeah, we've been doing it for a couple of months now. People are there enjoying it. And what better platform do we have than at our own event, you know? So we thought, let's put something together, show the people what we do at these classes, because I feel like we have very unique classes like Light Feet or Afro, dancehall, but at a very high level and from very authentic teachers, if I may say so myself. You know, have Isaac, we have Maggie, we have Prince, Richie. So yeah, we just thought, let's put on stage and show the people what's up, yeah.
I was talking to Prince about it, and he explains to me, I had the feeling that for him, being a teacher is a kind of a mission. I mean, it's giving back to the community, is community building, is getting the new generation in a healthy environment. Is that for you too? Do you feel also that you have an important role as a dance teacher?
Yeah, of course. This is always a special moment. Like people are like giving you their time, which is like unpayable, basically, you know, and they trust in you, and no matter what their goal is, you have to really, you have to worth it, you know. So always when I teach, I really try to give 100%, really talk from my heart, so they really can grow from it, like if it's dancing wise or just in general in life. So this is definitely a life mission, you can tell, because calling yourself a teacher or an expert is a big role, I think, you know. So this is definitely a mission.
And good luck with it, because it looks very, very cool, everything that is happening around the M.I.K dance classes. Coming back to the culture dance class, yesterday there was this, what you call the cipher, which is now called the culture concept. It's something that you create some years ago. It's a platform for very talented dancers invited to compete against each other. And last year we have a very intense moment when you won it at the last year edition. It was crazy because you end up in final against the Craig Black Eagle, the dancehall dancer. We were very proud of him getting till there. But were you expecting to be able to win that competition?
You know, I feel like with competition, you go in to win, you know?
Yeah, of course.
That's the mentality you should have. And I felt like anyone that's there, I'm going to exchange with, and I'm going to get something from it. And I was so happy to be able to do it against Craig Black Eagle, because I know what he means to the dancer community, you know? And when it was like, okay, I knew I'm battling Craig Black Eagle, so I need to be prepared. Whatever the outcome is, we both win in some type of way, you know, because it's two coaches, both like supporting each other, but at the end it was love. So I was really happy about that, and yeah, I was able to take it, which wasn't the most important thing in the end, because we did something greater than that, you know. And yeah, we put something great on stage than who took the trophy home, you know what I mean?
Yeah, there was very intense. We will always remember it, because just the energy that there was in the location and everybody waiting for that moment. Yeah, it was a beautiful moment. I mean, not just for yourself and your career, but you gave a gift to the audience, you, the other dancer, but of course you too with your energy. Well, before completing this interview, I wanted to research about you and your personal and professional development, and I also heard that you are doing very good, Isaac, in your choreography career. You are good some nice steps forward. Well, your brother is proud and was presenting it to me. And can you tell us about this? How you enter from dancer to being also choreographer?
Yeah, so I think it was the main part of M.I.K family that we've been battling a lot. So this was our first big goal, to really enter the battle game and leave something in there, you know. And I've done a lot of battles, traveling around, and it gave me my dance. It brought it up like very quick, and I learned so much from different people. And then I came to a point where I wanted to experience more, you know. So then I started creating, like collaborate with different people. It was very weird for me, because I was just used to freestyling and battling, and now there are people where you have to, that you don't maybe really know, and you have to like create something together. But this gave me another push, so another motivation, and that's why I try to push all this choreo stuff. And for me, what is special is because I have the background of battling, I think the choreos also look a little bit different. I put in like a different energy to it, you know.
Very interesting. Yeah, it can be. Guys, there is so much talent here, and passion and hard working too, and I know that. So good luck with everything. And of course, ready for next year, bigger, better, and thanks. Bye-bye.
You don't know the culture, dance camp culture, dance clash Berlin.
Yo, CDC Festival Berlin 2019.
CDC Festival.